Hi, Happy New Year. This is Marcella with Monarch Property Management. So 2026 is here. Yay. So let's talk about what's happening in January. As I mentioned in December, our numbers ended for the year. If you kept, and please save your December statement, those statements have a year-to-date column. That is the column that you need to present to your CPA for your taxes. This is the numbers that they need to use for your deductions when they prepare your tax returns. 1099s, we submitted all of the W-9s that we have on file to our CPA, and they will be verifying information with the IRS. Then we are in the process of working on the 1099s, and those will go out towards the end of the month as the law requires. And hopefully you did give us your updated address, because if not, then they're going to be returning and that will cause a delay. But hopefully any changes were done by November, as I requested several times. Let's talk about the market. So regardless of what media says, Las Vegas tourism, it's down, and that is causing problems with the market. We have a lot of properties on the market, but I'm only going to focus on the rental market, and I'm going to be attaching to this video a few numbers for you to see, and then also the market update up until November. So all the numbers are based up until the end of November. Let me tell you about the numbers that the association has gathered for November. And that is, up until November, the rental market was down 19.4%. So I've been telling you 14 to 15% down. We actually were a little bit higher, close to 20%. The same thing on the prices. The prices have, in certain areas more than others, a decrease of 6% on the rental price. And then remember that these new rent prices that you see online are all inclusive. So that includes anything that you need to charge the tenant, which means sewer and trash, pool service, landscaping. Everything is in that rental price. So it's no longer the rent plus those features. Then in November, we listed as an association 1,800 homes for rent. So you see why the market, it is what it is. It's a high number of inventory, and tourism, it's down. We do have a problem in the month of November and December with applicants. So we do a lot of marketing every single day. We do get 300 to 400 inquiries on rental properties. A lot of tenants are not qualified. And what we mean with not qualified, the credit, they have a lot of bad credit, and that, as we discussed in the past, evictions, lates, not enough money to qualify to rent a property. They have to make, we ask for 3 times the rent, but some tenants and a lot of the applicants are not making twice the rent to pay the rent as a combined income, which is a problem. And a lot of the information out there, it's false. There's a lot of fake information, fake pay stubs, fake employment, bank statements. So there's a lot of extra verifications that have to be done at this moment to be careful. We had a lot of evictions, which is unfortunate because there's people that just could not pay their rent. We have a lot happening in Vegas coming up. So let's hope that we start seeing things turn around a little bit. The same thing on the sales side. I will send you numbers to keep you updated. The prices have dropped slightly, but it's more because a lot of sellers are getting anxious and they have to reduce or provide incentives to sell. and others that can sit on the property are sitting. There's a lot of properties on the market that have been on the market for over 4 months. And the interest rates are at a good rate at this moment. They haven't dropped anymore. According to some of my lender partners, they don't expect them to drop again in 2026. Let's see what happens. So those are the major key factors. And don't forget that we still have those 8,000 new apartments that came on our market. So with that said, we still continue to market the homes. We do that every single Friday. I do have in-house and out-of-house showing agents so that we can show the property. As long as somebody wants to see the property and they somewhat qualify, then they're being shown. So let's hope that we can get all of these homes rented. We have been doing much better. A couple of months ago, I was averaging about 25 to 30 vacant homes, and right now we're down to 11. So that has been a big change. But we also want to make sure that the person that is going into your house, it's qualified, that they can pay the rent. So hopefully you had a wonderful New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and let's work together to make this year much better. Happy New Year.